Hello, hello. Bad news, the game immediately crashed right before stream. Uh, Good news, we're still on. A lot of games have been crashing recently, not just Genshin, and not just while streaming. So, hmm. All right. So, the bedtime story. Here it is. To Vimara village. Perhaps I wait for some people to come in. The stream is currently empty. All of it. Do. Da, da, da. Da, 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 da. So,
We made it to Vamara Village!
hi,
Here
Benny.
we talked to some of the villagers to learn a little bit more about the missing guy. If this commission is really as challenging as Catherine made it out to be, we're gonna need to carry out a very detailed investigation.
How has your day been? Is everything all right? I'll just talk to him. Bahram.
Hello there. You looking to buy something? I do business in this area.
Oh, no, we're adventurers. Catherine sent us to look into a commission here in Vamara Village.
Hmm.
Ah, so you're here about that then. Ah, you're not the first, that's for sure. We've certainly made a lot of trouble for you all. To be honest, we aren't holding out much hope. Many adventurers have made their way out here, confident they'd be able to help us, only to leave soon after with nothing to show for
It was all right.
it. We've pretty much had it up to here in questions, and the area around the village has practically been overturned in search of clues. But no one has been able to make any headway.
It was, I had a good day so far. Benny, thank you for asking.
So, this person we're looking for, what's his name? Where did he live? Does he have any relatives?
I don't know. I really have no
Huh?
clue. I couldn't tell you.
Okay.
Someone went
Guess
missing,
you're really sick of answering questions.
and
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to sound short with you. I was actually just giving you my answer to your questions.
those three questions are a no-go then. If someone went missing, you don't know where he lived, if he had anyone else he knew, or any family or any friends. How did you know he went missing?
I know it may seem like we don't have anything to offer by way of information, but I promise you, we all have a very strong impression of him. When you live in the same village as someone, you develop a lot of memories together, you know? We just don't know the specifics. Maybe we did at one point, but that information is long gone by now.
Could it be that he messed with Irminsul? No. Then if he deleted himself from there, they wouldn't even remember him.
At least that's what everyone in the village seems to think. We've all exchanged what we know, and that was the only logical conclusion.
That's what I'm saying,
Specifics
Kamel.
aside, then, what kind of person was he?
Young guy, in his early 20s probably. Incredibly kind sort of person, always willing to lend a helping hand. I'd chat with him when I didn't have any customers. I even saw him stick out his neck for others on more than one occasion. Very interesting guy, that one.
Now that you've started talking about him, you don't seem nearly as down in the dumps as you did before. Seems like he left a pretty good impression on you.
But of course, everyone in the village is pretty fond of him. We wouldn't have issued that commission otherwise.
Hmm.
There aren't many young people like him nowadays. So genuine and pure. To think that he just up and disappeared one day. I just hope nothing bad happened.
Could he have just moved away without telling anyone?
No, he's not the type to leave without saying goodbye. And anyway, moving away without being seen by a single person in the village? There's no way he would have been able to manage that.
They don't know where he lives, do they?
Thanks for the information. We're gonna go ask around some more.
So they wouldn't even be able to check that. Well, let's talk to the elder then, I guess. I have Farina now, I can do this.
Ah, the show begins.
Yeah.
Is that guests I hear?
Hi, Grandpa Amadea. We're here to help you look for the guy that's gone missing.
Ah, so that's what brings you to these parts. Coming all this way for our sake. That's so very kind of you. With your help, I trust that young man's case is in good hands.
Could you tell us a bit about him?
Of course. I'm happy to help any way I can. With my failing eyesight, I'm afraid I can't offer much about his appearance.
Like, dear God, he's not even...
I do remember
I think he's
hearing
not gonna even know
some
what he
voice.
looks like.
Not recently, of course. That loss has left me feeling quite empty.
Hello, Nissa. Oh. What were you buying, if you don't mind me asking?
I don't think his parents are still living in the village. But somehow he never seemed lonely. In fact, he was usually the one offering companionship to others. He would often take time to visit the elderly or play with the orphans in the village. And whenever someone had something on their mind, he was there to listen with open ears. He always knew just what to say. As the village chief, I owe him many thanks. Helping villagers navigate difficult moments in their lives should have been one of my responsibilities. But he was often the one rising to the occasion.
Impressive, sounds like a saint. Candy and ice cream, Nessa. That's like what a kid imagines their parents are out shopping. Just kidding. I guess it's the weather for ice cream. I'm starting watchathons. A watchathon? This is the first time I hear about such a thing. An 11-hour video.
Wow. He seems like such a nice and gentle person. No wonder his disappearance affected you all so much. But, you wouldn't happen to know any details about his name, address, or family situation, right?
I'm ashamed to admit it, but I just can't remember. No matter how you look at it, I should know those things. But for some reason, no matter how hard I try to remember, the information just doesn't come. Perhaps my age really has caught up with me this time.
Yeah, I'm assuming from the name, it's like you're watching like an entire show or like a collection of movies or something like that. Whatever it is, I hope you have fun.
It's okay. There's no need to force yourself to try and remember. We'll figure something out. Well, Traveler, what do you think?
Yeah, pretty much. There's definitely something afoot.
I think so too. Like the name thing. It's so weird that no one remembers his name. And nobody has been able to tell us anything about his family or where he lived. It's like this guy's been erased from reality or something.
Hmm.
Wait, so you're saying it's not that he's been erased, necessarily, but more like he never existed to begin with? Okay, Paimon's gonna need some time to process that one. Someone who only exists in people's memories?
Yeah, like he's being imprinted, like he's being added to people's memories. I would have been curious to ask them if, like, who talked to him last time? You know, what did he say? What did you do? When did you last meet him? Or who last met him? Something more concrete. They were just describing, like, the idea of a person in the village, you know. Oh, he was nice to people and he offered companionship to people. I'd have been curious to ask, okay, who was the last person he offered companionship to in the village? Oh, an Elder Ring watchathon. Nice. Hope you have fun. Could it be what
You
happened?
two are the adventurers who just arrived, right? You're here for the Vamara Village Commission?
Oh, wait.
Sure are.
No
That's just
spoiling,
the
Nessa.
end of the case.
I'm so glad to hear that. Thank goodness you haven't given up. I've been so worried the Adventurers Guild might cancel our commission.
Hmm.
My name is Atosa, by the way. I grew up here in Vamara Village. Anyway, I just wanted to say, please keep searching for a missing villager. I'm begging you. You have to find him.
Yeah, no need to worry. We'll give it our best shot. So, were you close to the missing villager? Are there any leads you can give us?
I'm not sure this counts as a lead, but follow me. There's a place I'd like to show you.
It's pretty weird they expect people to find someone who went missing without a name, appearance, family, address, anything. Find a person. Is what they asked us to do. Since it's a story mission, I'll just play with the Traveler out.
Is this the place? Under this tree?
Yep. I know it doesn't look like much, but this place is very meaningful to me. It's so full of memories. We used to always sit together under this tree and talk. Sometimes we would look up at the clouds in the sky.
Okay.
Stop to feel
Finally,
the breeze
someone
against
who's
our
actually
skin.
talked to him.
We could sit there for hours at a time, never realizing how long it had been. I was actually adopted by the people of Vamar Village. The forest rangers found me in the woods as a child. I was surrounded by such good people, and growing up in the village was so lively.
Now that I think about it,
There were times when I couldn't help but feel incredibly alone.
his situation sounds like exactly what happens to Aranara. People see them as children, at least, and then when they grow up, they stop seeing them and they forget about them for the most part, but they still remember the vague idea of like a friend from childhood or someone being with them.
Alone?
How should I put it? When something's bothering you, or when you have good news to share, you always want to talk about it with somebody. But for the longest time, I didn't know who I could talk to, or if I should say anything at all. Everyone has their own problems to deal with. Even if I might want to confide in others, I don't want to become a burden.
Hmm.
Really? You know exactly how I feel?
I didn't say exactly, but I know how you feel. I didn't have a person who's been neuralized from my memory. Hello, Ash. How are you doing? Well, I guess I also have to have a missing family member in this game. That I could talk to no matter what, but now I have a lot of friends who understand me.
Wow, that sounds really nice. You're quite lucky. When it comes to our missing villager, well, I guess you could say that to me. He felt like both a family member I could rely on and a friend who could really understand me. No matter what came my way, I knew I could always talk to him. He was so thoughtful and pure, and patient too. Whenever I talked to him, he would always seem so interested, as if the things I was describing were just as important to him as they were to me. Ever since he disappeared, there's been so much I wanted to tell him. No, none of those things matters now. I just really want to see him again.
Wow, you two must have been really close. Did he ever tell you anything about himself?
He mostly just talked about interesting things he saw around the village. He'd share a lot of his own wild ideas as well. Oh, right! I did ask him about his parents once. But all he said was, they're not here anymore.
Oh. I'm doing pretty well, Ash. Hope you enjoyed today's stream. Have you done this mission before? If so, do not spoil anything. If not, well, hopefully you don't mind spoilers.
They had left the village or passed away, and I didn't want to pry.
Still not much to go off of.
A name, woman.
Look at me. Talking your ear off and still nothing to show for it. I'm sorry I wasn't more help. The last time I talked this much in one go was when we were still together. Come to think of it.
Good
Every time
Ash.
we talked, it always seemed to be around dusk, just like right now. Time always passed by really slowly. Even when it felt like we'd been talking for hours, the sun would still be at the same position in the sky.
Well, time always seems to pass slower when you're relaxed, right? What's wrong, Traveler?
At the same time, the time never seemed to pass. They meet him in a dream? Ash has told us what time could be the key to unraveling this whole mystery.
Hey, look at those hilly trails over there. Doesn't it seem like they're acting a little strange?
Oh boy.
The Abyss Order. Could they be the ones behind all of this?
Could it be Dainsleif? Like he came and stayed at the village for a while, and then like when he leaves he kind of wipes people's memories. But sounds too nice to be Dainsleif. Sounds too nice and personal to be Dainsleif. Okay.
Let the world come alive!
Oops. There you go.
Stand with me. I'll settle this.
Oh wait, more.
Flicker.
Dissipate.
All right.
Thank you so much. I wasn't expecting monsters to show up.
Thank you,
If
Nessa.
I hadn't been here, I'm not sure what I would have done.
Oh, hope to see you later, Nessa. Hope you have a fun time in your watchathon. question we should be asking now is what the Abyss Order is doing. Well, they're almost everywhere.
Now that I think about it, the hilly trolls around Vimara village have been a lot more active lately. They seem agitated and would often attack anything in sight. Chief Amadea doesn't allow the children to play in the area around the village anymore.
Maybe the Abyss Order really is involved. Well, we should head back and check out the situation in Vimara village just in case. If the Abyss Order is plotting something that could spell trouble for the villagers. Wait a second. That person... It's Dainsland!
I think I'm being attacked by mushrooms.
Ah, it's you two.
Oh, a friend of yours?
Yep.
Well, I'll leave you all to it then. I should head back to the village and check up on Chief Amadea and the others anyway. See you later.
Yep, see you later, Atosa!
At least they're not killing me. They used to kill you.
Why do you always have to pop up out of nowhere like that? Is it your life's mission to jump scare us or something?
It's hardly personal. Or
Oh,
intentional.
I died.
As long as you and I are both in pursuit of the Abyss Order, we're bound to cross paths.
Ah, so you're here to investigate the Abyss Order then. That would explain the monsters you were fighting just now.
Naturally. Hold on. Are you not here for the same purpose? No matter. It may have taken you a while to catch on, but I'm sure you've also realized by now that there's something strange about this place. The Abyss Order is most certainly planning something in this area. Or worse, their plan could already be in motion.
So you think the Abyss Order is behind the hilly trail activity in the area?
As things stand, I highly doubt that is their primary motive. I would imagine the increased hilly trail activity is
Probably should ask him about the
really trying to
missing person, to be honest.
Still, the hilly trail activity is causing a lot of problems for the people here. We should stick around for a while and protect the village, don't you think?
They're hilly
The
trails.
best way to protect them is by figuring out what the Abyss Order is truly planning. That is how we prevent further tragedy.
So more we can learn from the villagers, and after that, you also owe us many
And you
answers.
shall have them. I never intended to hide anything from you. Don't worry. There should be ample time to talk.
Gather intel based on what you've learned. It's a lot of cutscenes.
Ah. So that was the commission that brought you here to Vimara
Oh,
Village.
we told him. Nice.
Someone who seems to only exist in people's memories. That is indeed quite intriguing. I would agree that it's unlikely you have a simple missing persons case on your hands. However, any possible connection to the Abyss Order is still unclear. It appears all we have by way of clues is increased hilly trail activity, and that is certainly not much to go off of.
Okay. Come on. Fess up.
That mysterious voice he heard in his sister's memory. The one who called himself a sinner. Who is he?
Traveler, let me ask you this. Do you believe your sibling to have betrayed you?
It's a tough question. I don't think she betrayed us. I think like she knows something, or she thinks she knows something that we don't. Like she just seems more jaded from her experience.
I sense hesitation in your words. After all, you still haven't figured out the whole truth of what happened. There's still hope for the two of you to reconcile. Irreparable damage has not yet been done. The sinner you wish to know about, his situation is different. He and his fellow sinners have long betrayed me, and long betrayed their nation. His name is Vedrfolnir, the Visionary. I'm
Bedtime.
loath to admit it, but he is also my kin, my older brother.
Oh.
Your brother?
There were 5 of them. The 5 sinner, the wise,
Oops.
Ropsatir, the visionary, Vedrfolnir, Gold,
Rhine-daughter.
the foul, Sertologi, and Rehir of Solnari, Rerir.
Okay. All of them. Firstly, Gold Rhine-daughter is the one that we know about. I believe he or she is the creator of Albedo. And another thing is, all of them have understandable titles: the Wise, the Visionary, Gold, and the Foul. Then you have this guy. What did he say? Racher of Solnari? Racher of Solnari? Let's
No
continue.
matter how eroded my memory may become, I will never forget their names. One day, I shall have my vengeance.
Wait, some of those names sound really familiar. Rhine-daughter is the one who created Albedo. Sertologi is Skirk's master. And the one we just learned about, Dane's brother, Vedrfolnir. If he was the voice of the sinner, then the one who inspired Clotar to create the Abyss Order was him.
Interesting. Okay, Benny. Alright, don't flex your Mondstadian language on me.
Carried the hopes of the nation. They were the best of their peers, outstanding in their respective fields. 6 of us, together. We should have been the ones to prevent the disaster. The ones to stop the Vinster King from continuing to rock the foundation of the world.
Vinster King.
Deep within, the 5 of them craved something more. They could not resist the call of the Abyss, and divided among themselves a power that could destroy the world. So they became sinners, but also transcendent beings, each in possession of world-shattering power. And when the cataclysm occurred, not one of them stood up in defense of their nation. Not one came forward to prevent the tragedy, and for that, they shall never have my forgiveness.
None of them?
Indeed. If they are not stopped, the day is sure to come when they will also betray the entire world. Of course, as I said, I never intended to hide anything from you.
So, Dane, what have you been looking into all this time?
I've continued to investigate the questions surrounding the Loom of Fate. It's been quite some time since the initial operation was launched. By retrieving the eye of the first field tiller, we were able to stop part of their plan from coming to fruition.
Oh, Paimon remembers! Weren't they going to use it to corrupt Osial and make a god or something?
Indeed. However, it's obvious that was just some sort of technical experiment. The eye was integral to their plan, yet somehow, despite failing to obtain it, they've skipped the experimental phase and found
I
some
see,
other
Benny.
way to keep moving forward.
Thank you for letting me know.
There are many signs pointing to that effect.
Then, what should we do? It's not too late, is it?
Our most pressing concern is to determine the purpose of the Loom of Fate. From there, we'll be able to deduce the Abyss Order's true objective. Based on the intel I've gathered so far, I suspect the Loom of Fate is related to the ley lines in some way.
Like the...
Traveler, you were able to observe your siblings' memories last time, yes? I believe that was due to the fact that the ley lines in that area were
Still don't
unstable.
fully understand what ley
My
lines
recent
are.
investigation has shown that abyss order activity in a particular area is usually followed by a series of issues with the ley lines.
Wait, then our commission here in Vamara Village, the person who seems to exist only in people's memories, could it be connected?
Oh, they're probably remembering all like being affected by the ley lines and having a shared memory of the same person from the past. That's why they have like vague memories. But the one who always would like talk to him during dusk, that's still a bit curious. Memories, ley lines, loom of fate, the missing person that doesn't seem to exist. What's the connection between all of this?
It's certainly possible. I'll join your investigation tomorrow. This missing persons case could very well turn out to be the key to unraveling these mysteries.
Well, if we're teaming up with Dane again, we're gonna need all the energy we can get. Let's try investigating somewhere a little further away tomorrow.
Okay.
So tired. Paimon used way too much brain juice yesterday. It's all Dane's fault saying all that complicated
You hear that? You hear that, Ash? Like you said. How do you like being like Paimon? You know, it does, but it makes me use my mind. You're just like her. For real, for real. I didn't sleep well either. My head's a mess. So yeah, definitely, there's something definitely messing with our head while we stay at the village. So, uh, there's a greater, what's it called? Evidence. That's greater evidence towards the guy just being implanted into people's memories by the effective ley lines in the area.
Well, let's go find Dane. We've got a lot to do today.
This is such a great place for a
Wait.
vacation. Let me just take a few more days off.
I want to go traveling too. Dane? Hello, Dane? Why are you just zoning out over here?
Probably sleeping while standing up.
Did something happen?
The missing person from your commission. Could you describe them to me?
Oh, he started getting memories of him.
Young guy? Early 20s? Seriously, Dane, what's going on?
There appear to be certain memories in my mind that weren't there before. Memories of him.
Maybe
We
just
definitely did
talked
not talk too
him
much about him
yesterday.
yesterday.
You had a weird dream or something?
No, it wasn't a dream. They're memories. Memories that suddenly appeared in my mind after I woke up. And I'm certain I've never met this person before.
Someone is implanting memories at night when people sleep. Then it might make sense. Maybe that woman goes and takes a nap during dusk under that tree every day, and that's when the memories get implanted, and that's why she thinks that she talks to him every night. Well, every day at the same exact place at the same exact time, perhaps.
I remember handing him the eye of the first field tiller.
What? Uh-oh.
missing person definitely has something to do with the Abyss Order then.
Indeed. And it appears he possesses the ability to implant memories into the minds of others.
Wait then. All the memories the villagers have of him, could they be fake too? Maybe they never knew him at all. But why would he do something like that?
Whatever the Abyss Order is planning, an important truth has been revealed to us this morning.
What sort of truth?
That their goal is still to obtain the eye of the first field tiller. They haven't stopped searching for it. I am the only person who knows its location. Perhaps implanting that particular memory was an attempt to interfere with my mind in some way.
If that memory is real?
Your concerns are not entirely unfounded. I don't believe the Abyss Order is capable of altering reality like that just yet. However, considering their single-minded pursuit of the Eye, I would say an equal level of caution is in order on our part. Come with me. We must check whether the Eye is still in our possession.
Oh, so you're going to take us to where you hid it?
What if someone follows us, if we go straight there and someone is on our tail? Aren't we just exposing the eye's location? Maybe that's the reason the Abyss Order implanted that memory in the first place, to force Dane to confirm the eye's location. Given what I know of him, though, I'm sure Dane has already thought of that possibility. It seems like he might already have a plan.
Of course.
Smart. Better than brushing things off whenever Dane talks about it. Paimon knows nothing better than food, to be honest. No, you're gonna have to take a teleporter on this one. On the border of what's it called? Sumeru. And the chasm. Let's go up. Oh, our traveler is dead. Gonna run out of chicken.
So you hid it way out here? Not an easy place to discover, that's for sure. Well, let's go check to see if it's safe.
Traveler, wait.
Uh-oh.
We've no time to lose. Let's head inside.
So it told us wait, but then there's no time to lose. Let's head inside. Suspicious. Hit him with the Among Us sus. They want fire and electro. Pyro and electro. Might be worth it to use another team then, maybe. No, definitely not Yanfei. Okay. We'll take Al-Haytham, because he's Al-Haytham. We'll take the Traveler, so that we can roleplay as we're actually playing the story. Then, for the Electro, I want to take Fischl, because she's easier to, if we need to hit stuff that's like high up or something. I'm gonna take Fischl instead of Shinobu. And for Pyro, I'm just gonna take Bennett and hope I do not need something like Amber.
Yes.
It's an overworld mission, so I doubt it's gonna be that difficult. You know, I don't need a proper team, I just need to fill in the elements. And it's definitely chasm vibes, so it's accurate based on where we are going down. This is new. Interesting plant. Upside down grapes. Surprised anything grows here at all. Resurrection door activated. Uh-oh. Okay.
Propagate.
Okay, we completely missed that. That's alright. I guess mushrooms make sense to grow in the dark.
The mechanisms here have changed over time. You can access the upper floor through the side door. Perhaps you should try reactivating the mechanism over there.
But we still have some air mechanics. Interesting. Okay. Ooh, a chest. Did you store the eye inside of... Okay, take your time.
Midnight Phantasm. Flicker.
Yeah, they don't drop materials. Interesting. So that opened up a floor so that we can... It opened up the floor and like it shined the light, I guess.
Make sure all the runes are pointing in the direction indicated by the light. That should unlock the mechanism.
Well, okay, spoiler man. All the runes are pointed... Oh, okay, I see. You should be there. You should be there. Well, if that controls that one, what do you control? Oh, you control the top one. I see, I see, I see, I see.
Ah, the door's open. Let's go. Our destination is just up ahead.
Let's go. Ah, sneaky chest. Thought I wouldn't see you. Is it never concerning that some things just randomly defy gravity? It happens way too much. Oh boy.
Looks like we can't go any further.
Angle usually means an enemy.
I sense the presence of the abyss.
Oh.
It's the Abyss Order! They're here!
Germinate! Scatter!
By royal decree. Everybody stand back!
A process of elimination. Here you are.
He's the dodge. Okay, he's a bit tricky. I guess that's why they wanted us to get Electro and Pyro. I could have just gotten away with the usual Alhaitham team.
Adventure time! Let's light it up! Adventure time! Oh, it's reveal. Huh?
That should be it. Talk to Dainsleif. Okay.
Just as I suspected. The false memories were a trap. The Abyss Order just wanted to follow us here. Now that they're in the vicinity, we should have a chance to see...
Uh-oh.
What's wrong?
Need a Panadol? An aspirin?
I feel that. There's been a disturbance in the ley lines. It must be the work of the Abyss.
Wow, you must be really sensitive to that sort of thing. Paimon doesn't feel it.
You too. Do as I say. Use that mechanism over there and leave this place.
You'll be alright on your... no, I don't trust this. I don't trust leaving him alone. He might be being mind-controlled, given that they managed to mess with his memories to begin with. He might be telling us to leave so that, you know, they can have him hand over the eye.
The Abyss Order is putting something in motion. If you return to Vimara village, I suspect you might finally have the opportunity to locate the missing villager. Just think of it as a way to divide and conquer.
Seems like we are being divided. Something still feels off. What am I missing? Oh. I should have turned up the music before this. My bad. I can hear it, but I don't think you can. Alright, I turned it up a little bit for you. Oh!
I knew going along with your trap would be the only way to meet with you face to face.
So he knew it was a trap all along.
You risked your safety and that of the Eye? That's quite the gamble, Dainsleif. But I believe that I am the one walking into a trap laid by the Twilight Sword.
So you came here all on your own? What about those...
That's why he wanted us to leave.
When the Twilight Sword is prepared for battle, any army I could send would only be marching to their doom. Better that I face you alone. I know you must have a lot to say, but if it's a conversation you want, you'll have to defeat me first.
I don't know. Usually you try the talking before the fighting. Come on. Come on. Cool fight cutscene. Don't steal it away from us.
The Abyss Order's
Oh,
on the
come
move.
on.
The ley lines are all out of whack. We better hurry back to Vimara village and see what's going on.
What are these butterflies?
Hey, look at those hilly trails over there. Weren't they acting super agitated just a little while ago? Why are they so calm all of a sudden?
Oh, they got apples, some fruit. What are these butterflies?
They bade farewell to the shrouded sun. At last, they no longer needed to dwell on their suffering, or try to differentiate between various thoughts of blasphemy. Such was the price they paid, and thus their souls became cleansed and pure.
Oh,
Did you hear that? What was that sound just now? It sounded so gentle. Could that voice be comforting the hilichurls in some way? Oh, this is weird. Let's check if this is happening anywhere else.
see if the entire village is in a trance. It's making them see the missing village. Whoa. Okay, I cannot open the map like this, so they restricted my movement. Butterflies are leading the way, which
Looks
is...
like the same thing is happening over here too. The hilichurls are calm.
You see, we're both still here. We've reclaimed an endless amount of time to love. Release your tears. You no longer need to hold back your sorrow.
Over
More
there.
sleeping
It
hilichurls.
looks like they're sleeping.
In the end, he whispered softly. Sleep well, Father. Sleep well, my beloved people.
You love the voice, Ash. I guess that's how the village people came to like the
That which differentiates us shall be no more.
missing villager.
It almost sounds like a poem or some kind of story. Well, now that the hilichurls have calmed down, Vimara village should be safe at least. Let's put this situation to the side for now. Dane said this might be our chance to find the missing villager, so we should head back to Vimara village before it's too late.
Thought we should be doing it as soon as possible. Yeah, we stopped and stared at a few hilichurls for a while. Oh, person. Anything you want to tell me? Some staff years. Okay, no, it's not connected. Nothing that has to do with the story. Okay. Anything? Actually, let me... Aw. I can't raise the voice. The volume.
Grandpa Medea, is everyone alright? The Abyss Order seems to be up to something nearby.
The Abyss Order? This is the first I'm hearing of it. Thank you for your concern, but as far as I'm aware, it's been business as usual here in the village.
Well, that's good to hear. Oh, also, you didn't happen to come across any clues about the missing villager while we were gone, did you?
Does the lay person not know about the Abyss Order? I guess they wouldn't know. Maybe, I don't know. Feels like they might be common enough, at least the Abyss mages.
Someone's gone
Okay,
missing,
they
you
should
say?
definitely be
Who
familiar
would
with
that
them.
be?
Huh? You know, the young guy from Vimara Village. The one you've been looking for all this time. You posted a commission with the Sumeru Adventurers Guild. That's kind of the whole reason we're here, actually. Your missing persons commission.
Ah, I do apologize, you two. I hope I'm not worrying you too much. I'm sure it's just my age making me forgetful again. At least right now, I can't seem to recall whatever it is you're referring to. Perhaps you should try asking someone else.
But how is that? Alright. Thanks for your
Hmm.
help, Grandpa Amadea.
I'd be more concerned if, like, I began losing memories that much. He's just, I probably just forgot about
Definitely not
a
me.
missing
We
villager.
just talked to Grandpa Amadea about the missing villager. There's no way he could have forgotten all about him just like that.
Yeah, what I was trying to say, Paimon. Thank you.
What do you think, Traveler? Could everyone's memories of the missing villager
How about
have been
you
erased
stream,
again?
Paimon? Come in my place and you stream. What can I... If you do all the commentary, what am I supposed to say to entertain the 3 people I have watching? Yeah.
Alright.
We should check with
We
the
should
others.
narrow down the possibilities first. Let's go ask someone else then.
Hmm. Bahram. Just suddenly all the way up there. What's up? No, that's not you. Sorry, my bad. Yo, what's up? Is the time frozen? I think they froze the time. At dusk, interestingly enough. Make a new voiceover.
Someone's gone missing? Who?
Oh dear god, okay.
Just as expected. That guy you said a bunch of nice things about earlier? The one you always used to chat with. He's around 20 years old, and you said he was a kind, warm-hearted person?
Oh, I know who you're talking about.
Really? You remember?
There aren't many young people who've earned that kind of praise from me. If you're certain that's what I said, then there's only one person who fits the bill. No doubt about it. But
Yeah, his name
say
then?
he's gone missing.
If you don't think he's gone missing, maybe they remember his name now?
Yeah, I just saw him leave the village. There was someone else with him, too. They couldn't have gone far.
His name, his appearance, anything, please? Since you just saw them? No? Traveler? You're not gonna ask? Okay.
Strange. Bayram seems to remember him. And apparently he just saw him? Do you think maybe it's not that there's something wrong with people's memories, but that we've somehow returned to a time before he went missing?
It's definitely an idea. But... how? Yeah, it's ley line. Dane sent us back because he sensed disturbance in the ley lines, because he also didn't want us to see his sister. So I don't think we were transported back in time. Yeah, given everything that you mentioned about disturbances with the ley lines, I'd say it's far more likely that it is related to memories in some way. Think carefully. What's really going on? People have forgotten about the missing person.
Just like what happened with Greater Lord Rukadevada.
Yes!
No one remembers him. Because there's been a change in people's memories.
Return to a point before the disappearance took place.
If we really did travel back to a time before he disappeared, that could explain why the villagers said he hadn't gone missing.
I don't think so. But here's the thing, though. If we didn't time travel back in time, why would they forget that they thought that he was missing and they posted a commission? That's the strongest evidence that we did travel back in time. Otherwise, they'd still maybe should remember that they thought he was missing. I'm not sure.
If this person only exists in people's memories, maybe we're in someone's memory right now.
Yes. Probably.
If this person...
Right! Paimon totally forgot about the ley line disturbances. We're in someone else's memory. Just like how you entered your sibling's memory last time.
But why would you be here too?
That would also explain why we seem to be at a time before he went missing. It's a memory after all.
From what I understood, only one person could be in memory, no?
exists in people's memories, then we're finally on the same turf. But didn't Bayron just say that he saw him leave the village with someone? Where should we go look for him?
Near the village's
Who knows
exit.
how long this ley line disturbance is gonna last? We might not have that much time, and we don't even know whose memory this is.
Uh-oh. Am I gonna crash? I think the game is gonna crash. And the game crashed. Well, it did crash right before the stream. So excuse me while I launch it again. Just a moment. So in the meantime, how do you like this? Well, all of you probably already did the mission. Dum, 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 dum. Who do you play as the main character, Aether or Lumine, by the way? Okay, let us. It was nice, but it's good I'm watching the stream because I forgot most of it. Okay. If they're gonna retread the whole, please tell me that. Okay. I'm gonna set it to automatic and go drink some water.
Someone's gone missing? Who?
While we get back to the
Just
same
as
points.
expected. That guy you said a bunch of nice things about earlier? The one you always used to chat with. He's around 20 years old, and you said he was a kind, warm-hearted person?
Oh, I know who you're talking about.
Really? You remember?
There aren't many young people who've earned that kind of praise from me. If you're certain that's what I said, then there's only one person who fits the bill. No doubt about it. But why'd you say he's gone missing?
Oh, I'm back. Sorry for making you wait.
Yeah, I just saw him leave the...
Okay, we can skip through this.
Strange. Bayram seems to remember him.
Come on.
And apparently he... Do you think maybe...
Come on, skip, skip, skip. Interpret, submit. I don't want to submit those just to see what they mean.
No, Baram still remembers him. He just forgot about the fact that time travel is extremely difficult to perform. The current situation probably has something to do with the
Okay, yeah.
Right. Paimon totally forgot about the ley line disturbances. We're in... Just like how you entered your sibling's memory, that would also explain why we seem to be at a time before he went missing. Right. If he's still
Sorry
with-
about that.
Didn't Bayron just say that he saw him leave the village with someone? Where should we go look for him?
Yes, we should be
Who knows
running
how long
towards
this
the
ley
exit
line
of the
disturbance is
village.
gonna last. We might not have that much time, and we don't even know whose
You didn't
memory
miss it
this
yet,
is.
Brahma. You made it on time. You haven't missed it yet. And the game just crashed a moment ago, so you came at a good time. Let's go through what we know so far.
Yeah, that'll help us narrow things down. We pretty much figured out that the missing villager has the ability to...
Plant memories into other people's minds, make people forget about him or,
Can we
you know,
try to
some
figure out
details
more
about him.
using what we know of his ability? Like, does it maybe leave a trace that would somehow give him away?
It's not a class, don't worry. I'm not gonna... -5 points from your final grade for being late to class, Rahma. Don't be late again or I'll contact your parents. Time does not pass within the false memories.
If time was allowed to pass within the false memories, there's a higher chance they might conflict with someone's original recollection. That would make it much harder to avoid suspicion. There's a difference between memories that arise from lived experiences and those that are implanted into the mind. Perhaps it has something to do with time. All the memories seem to be set in or near Vimara village, but I'm still not sure if they're restricted to this location. Maybe not. We don't have any way to prove whether certain memories were simply forgotten or never existed in the first place.
Time does not pass within false memories is true, or we're not entirely sure about that one either.
No wonder! All this time and the sky isn't changing.
Yeah, I did point that out earlier, that they froze time,
Time isn't
but
passing. That's the tell of the fake memory.
I thought it might have been just a gameplay thing
The
to
implanted memories
keep
are
us
basically taking
at the
place
correct time they want
outside
us
of the
to.
regular 24 hours of the day. If the memories included the regular passage of time, it would be easy for people to tell that something was off. Like there could be overlap or something. People might start to wonder why they remember doing two different things at the same time of day. That's why he makes sure the memories take place at a specific moment in time rather than over a period of time.
Okay, in whose memory is this place? Ah, since it's dusk, it might... Oh, they said he went outside the village with someone. It's Atosa. They went to the tree to talk. Dainsliff doesn't come here often enough for this to be him, and Amadihia didn't remember, or, you know, didn't talk to him much otherwise. The old man just stays where he is the whole time. Let me first interpret the person who I'm sure it's not.
Dainsliff had memories implanted into his mind. Could it be that it's happened more than once? We thought Chief Amadia forgot about the missing villager, but it turns out we're at a moment in time before the village issued the...
See, when they said he left the village with someone else, I didn't assume it would be Atosa because I thought, since it's a small village, they would say, oh, he left the village with Atosa. But since they said he left the village with someone, I assumed the someone he left it with was a stranger to the village as well. But now Atosa makes much more sense in hindsight.
The color of the sky coincides with the moment in time she described.
Oh, right! That's exactly what Atosa described!
Oh, come to think of it, every time we talked, it always seemed to be around dusk, just like right now.
Like I said.
Time always passed by really slowly. Even when it felt like we'd been talking for hours, the sun would still be at the same position in the sky.
That has to be it! This is definitely Atosa's memory.
That's hardly anything genius. It's the one thing that they told us about in the quest so far, but I appreciate it, Rahma. To the tree.
That's where they'll be.
Let's interrupt their date.
A lot of great stuff here. Don't miss out.
Let's go. Let's go. Come on, come on. White coat. Interesting. Oh, he's from Conria.
So, you see, Granny Jahiet was a mercenary when she was younger. She just talks like that out of habit. She's not trying to scare the children on purpose. Oh, there I go again. Always talking about my own things. Do you maybe have anything you want to share? It's okay if you don't. You could also just talk about what you think of me?
Okay, hello, let me interrupt this oh, okay.
I think you're an incredibly strong and thoughtful young woman. You'll meet many amazing people and live a very happy life. You won't miss someone like me.
Huh? Are those your friends over there?
Uh, oh, damn, I forgot to look at the tree. I got so distracted by his wet clothes. It's tiny, isn't it? Compared to how it was before?
Oh, right. This version of Atosa hasn't met us yet.
Friends? I guess you could say that. It must have taken them a lot of effort to find me. So, I should see what they need.
Oh no, I was looking at the
Sorry,
wrong
Tosa.
tree.
We'll have to continue this conversation another time.
Another time, huh? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I just noticed I was
I'll
looking
head
at the
back
wrong
to the
tree.
village then. Talk to you some other time.
Let me see if I can notice it as soon as it comes back. As soon as it pans back to it, that is.
It's nice to see you, Traveler. I believe this is the first time we've met.
Oh, he's the sun, right? The sun that transformed into a hilichurl. Caribert, yeah. I'll leave that one to the end. He's the sun.
The founder of the Abyss Order. The man who broke the curse of immortality. Dane's brother, one of the 5 sinners of Conria. The one who stole the power of the Abyss. Born into abject sorrow, he shall now become the loom of fate. You're Caribert Alberic.
Oh, you know me? That's quite the surprise. I don't believe I've met you before. Oh, I see. It was the memory, wasn't it? Your sibling's memory. You saw the me from back then.
The you from back then.
This
So
is
he
Atosa's
turned back
memory.
into a human?
I came here to say goodbye to her. But I suppose I'll just leave her a message instead. Come, let's find somewhere else to talk.
You're not gonna even meet her in person. You're gonna meet her in a memory, and instead of talking to her directly in her memory, you're gonna leave her a letter in the memory. Or did he mean he'd leave her a letter in real life? I really don't remember. Or cannot tell, rather than do not remember. And I completely missed what was on the tree, Rahma. I can go back and watch the stream later if it doesn't come up again. Okay. He took us to Narnia. Proof of existence. Okay, if you teleport, why did you dramatic brat? Why did he teleported us somewhere different and then he put us on the edge and he put himself in the middle and we have to walk to him to talk to him. You know, the only way it could have been more pretentious if he teleported himself next to the tree up there, so we had to walk up to him. And you're gonna come up to me to talk to me. I can't jump. Okay. I can't sprint. Okay, I'll just go talk to him. I don't want to bore you. I doubt there's anything here. Oh, teleporting was that tiring? I guess that's why you didn't teleport yourself up to the tree. Might have been you wanted to, but you just couldn't make it up there.
I suppose you could call it the realm of my consciousness. I'm someone who no longer exists in the real world, after all, as you well know. It's nothing. I still have enough strength to play the part of a good host. I've always hoped that I'd get the chance to talk to you like this, and now the time has finally arrived.
Handsome young man. This is a rare opportunity for me as well. I should try to learn as much information from Bear as I can. I heard them say their names. I still find them difficult.
Extreme sorrow and pain. Hope and regret coursing through your veins. And a degree of abyssal power that defies comprehension. Father told me that once I possessed all those elements, I would become the loom of fate. But despite his intentions for me, I never truly became the loom of fate.
Oh, someone speaks Tevat in here. I'm assuming this is the letter that was written on the loading screen. The text that was written on... Yeah, farewell, Atosa. I apologize for making you know me unwillingly. Still, I do not wish you to forget me. Very sad. Very sad indeed. So he definitely... I wonder if he does mess with Irminsul. We're still in Sumeru, so... And it seems like it's only brought up when we are in Sumeru. I wonder if it'll get brought up in other regions as well. It should, because Irminsul is connected to all of Tevat, not just the region of Sumeru. Then again, the space whale only came up in Fontaine. But despite his intentions for me, I never truly became the loom of fate. I was merely used as a means for its construction.
In truth, I died the moment I set everything in motion.
Okay, dramatic boy. You just walk. You don't have to phase in and out of existence.
But a remnant of consciousness left over within the loom of fate.
So we are inside the loom of fate?
As for your question, the loom of fate is a device capable of weaving ley lines. In its primitive form, it can only be used to create and implant memories. But as more of it is completed, its power becomes stronger and stronger, until finally, it has the power to weave real ley lines of its own. Once fully completed, the moment it gains the power to weave ley lines,
so it's the reality stone
the lower
from
level
Thanos.
Ability to influence memories, but it also becomes a tool that can change the entire world.
It might be, definitely might be, Rahma.
Yes, I have the ability to control the loom in its semi-completed form. I suppose you can think of it as a form of compensation. After all, its existence cost me my life.
Oof. Suddenly appeared in Dane's mind or implanted by Caribert through the half-finished Loom of Fate. But then, like, I'm wondering, is someone carrying around the Loom of Fate close to people they want to implant memories into? Because if he's inside the Loom of Fate and he doesn't exist, then someone needs to be moving the Loom of Fate or activating it or something.
Ah, that. I was wrong to implant those memories. I'm sorry I caused so much trouble. Not only for everyone in the village, but for you as well. I just wanted them to feel like I once existed in this world. As if I had a chance at life.
Poor guy. Poor guy. Are we gonna get the Lumine? Well, we're not gonna get that. Oh, yeah, we still can get that fight scene, actually.
I know what you must be thinking. Why would I do something so meaningless?
You're lonely, probably.
But I just couldn't accept it. I had to know what it would be like if I had my own life. What kind of person I would be. What other people would think of me.
Mm-hmm.
Chief Amadia, Baram, Granny Jahiyat, Atosa. What would
Aww.
it be like if I could live alongside them? No cataclysm, no curse. Just a quiet life in a peaceful village. I was curious, so I selfishly tried to have my own life. Even if
Oh, I
that meant
see.
piecing together the version of myself that could have been.
He
One
put
memory
himself
at a
as
time.
little kids with
I know it sounds
a
stupid.
Tosa on the tree.
After all, my life ended a long time ago. Any chance at living was stripped away from me when I was 8 years old. My consciousness left to mature in an illusory world of nothingness. Even the form you see before you was nothing but an invention based on my father's appearance.
Oh, that's interesting.
An imagined version of what
What
I
I
would
would
look
look
like if I had the chance to grow up.
So we know what his father looks like approximately. Actually, we saw his father, didn't we? I'm an idiot. Never mind. It's been a while since I played that mission. This all stems from the tragedy that occurred in Korea back then. It was on the tree outside too. Yeah, I assume. Yeah, I assume they're the dolls that we saw in the memory images. Everyone's looking for you.
I know. But there's nothing I can do to make them find me. If I could exist in the real world, I would return without a
Hello,
second
Bon.
thought
How are you doing?
and surprise them with the suddenness of it all. But, well, that's not possible for me.
Even though you only appeared in their memories, your existence was a great comfort to them. They all believe you once lived among them.
I know.
Well, now that I found you, let's continue this conversation some other time. Dane might still need my help.
Captain Dainsleif. Twilight Sword, you mean? No need to meet up with him. Things should already be settled on his end. Exactly. As someone who could only exist in people's memories, the fact that I'm able to talk to you in my consciousness like this can only mean one thing. The Loom of Fate has already been completed.
Huh? Huh? Well, him being able to drag us here means the Loom of Fate is complete?
No need to worry about Captain Dainsleif. He's absolutely fine. The only reason he lost the eye was because I happened to guess exactly what he was planning. Captain Dainsleif has had the eye inside his body this whole time, hasn't he? His plan
Don't
was
say
to
that.
lure the Abyss Order to a false location, capitalizing on their pursuit of the eye in order to have the chance to confront the princess. He would then hand the eye to you and tell you to take it away from that location. That way, Captain Dainsleif could accomplish his own goal and ensure the safety of the eye all at once.
Oh,
A
but
very
he never.
thorough plan.
Oh, like he might have played them like a fiddle.
That's right, because in his mind, he had given it to you already.
Oh no. Oh, very smart. When he was standing with an empty look on his face.
Before you two entered that false location.
Traveler, wait.
Oh, that's why he told us to stop. I even said, why did he tell us to stop? And then he told us to immediately just go quickly in. What?
We've no time to lose. Let's head inside.
Does that mean then whenever he did have a headache, it was fake memories being put into him? If that's the case, then there's more stuff that
was when I implanted
was
the
being
memory
said
of him
before.
handing you the eye. Given the tense situation at that time, Captain Dainsleif failed to notice anything out of the ordinary, and took that memory to be real. I'm sorry, Traveler, but I needed the Loom of Fate to be completed. And to do that, we had to retrieve the eye.
So Dane had the eye this whole time until the Ibis Order took it away. I'm not sure there's anything we could have done. Now that the Loom of Fate is complete, what are you
I
planning
promise I'm not trying to
to do with
conceal
it?
anything from you, but I truly have no idea what the princess is planning.
Okay, so it is the princess that's
Vats'
controlling
ley
it.
line system is deeply
Lumi.
entrenched in the planet. Creating new ley lines can neither replace nor extend the ones that already exist. In the face of everything they could be planning, I fear I'm too insignificant to even get a glimpse of the bigger picture. In any case, I had my own use for the Loom of Fate, and my goal, at least, has been achieved. You remember my father, don't you?
Huh.
Clotar Alberic. I believe you saw him in your sibling's memory. After he used the power of the Abyss to restore consciousness to my hilichurl form, I suffered from an indescribable level of mental anguish. To comfort me, my father told me a story, that this was a fairy tale world where I had to take on the form of a little monster. That story managed to dispel my fears, even if just for a moment. My goal was simple: to use the Loom of Fate in its near-completed form, when its ability to create memories was at its strongest, to implant a specific memory into the minds of the hilichurls.
Ah, he wants to ease their pain. Oh,
In
nice.
that memory, I would tell them a story, just like my father did for me. It was a story of fairy tales and love. But more than anything, it was the story of us.
So things that caused the hilichurls to calm down was Carver's story. That was his goal. That was the only thing he wanted. He had the device as powerful as the Loom of Fate at his disposal, and all he wanted to do with it was to offer the hilichurls a moment of comfort and peace.
I can't change the world. Not when I lost the very right to exist within it. Implanting those memories, that was the most worthwhile thing I could offer.
Yeah, it is
All
good
that's
use.
left of my existence is a wisp of residual consciousness tied to the Loom of Fate. In truth, that trace of my consciousness should have dissipated long
Aw,
ago.
he's gonna go now.
My goal was the one thing that
Villager
allowed me to hold on
Minecraft
all this
noise.
time.
Shut up. You want villager Minecraft noises? I'll give you villager Minecraft. Aw.
But now, the bedtime story is finished. And it's finally time to rest.
Oh, there it goes. Well, at least he gets to relax now. He doesn't get to get...
Looks like I was too late to see Kari Bear one last time.
Oh. No. Ah.
Kari Bear's consciousness is gone, and this space will soon disappear along with it.
Come on.
Neither of us belongs here. That's why we're not tangible.
Were that not the case, I'd love to hug you too. Well, how about a conversation?
This is probably the most work the main character voice actors have done so far.
A chance to just stop and talk like this is certainly not easy to come by. Wouldn't you agree? That battle earlier was tough. The one against Dane, I mean.
Did you
I didn't
kill him?
expect that after everything, he would still hesitate to raise his sword against me. Were it not for that, perhaps I'd still be no match for the Twilight Sword. Even after 500 years. The Loom of Fate, huh? I still haven't found a way to utilize it to its full potential. But there's still time before the heavenly principles awaken.
Oh.
Yes, for 500 years now, ever since the cataclysm in Conria. There's been no sign of activity.
I don't know what to
Not
say.
long ago,
I
you
thought-
witnessed the Hydro Archon destroy her divine throne. Yes?
Yes. Stop. The Heavenly Principles. I always thought it was like a collection of like higher archons. Basically, I know they say gods, but it feels silly to call every, dragon or deer a god. But a collection of higher archons or higher powers or whatever. But I've seen a lot of people say that the Heavenly Principles is just the one lady that sent us down here. Is she like the top? The top of the food chain in Teyvat? Or in Celestia? Or is there someone even above her?
Such a flagrant disregard for the rules, and still Celestia took no action.
Well, they kind of
I
fooled the
suppose
rules
that's
there.
proof enough of the Heavenly Principles situation. However, the Heavenly Principles will awaken. We just don't know when that will be, or what might trigger.
Well, I guess the trick made it so that they wouldn't awaken due to they wouldn't trigger their awakening. I see.
You could say that. Just look at Kari Bear. He was so pure and single-minded. The space we now find ourselves is a perfect representation of who he was. Quiet and peaceful. Even as a hilly churl, seeing the terrible sight within the mirror wasn't enough to taint his spirit. He brought comfort to the people of this world, even though he was denied the very right to be a part of it. So ask yourself this. Who was it that deprived him of that right to exist? Of course, that's only one example. My feelings about the Heavenly Principles are too complicated to explain in just a few words. Ether?
You can let him
I'm
speak.
the only one in this
Thank you.
world who calls me that. There's so much I wanted to ask you, but for some reason, I'm not interested in asking those questions right now.
Yes! Yes! My theory was correct! I had a theory, and they confirmed it. Okay, I was always wondered why they let us choose a name in the game. Alright? Felt weird because they already have a name for the characters, Aether and Lumine. Right? And my theory was that it's a synonym. We pick a synonym that we will like introduce ourselves to everyone in the world so that we hide our real identity for some reason. I'm still not sure what the reason is. Maybe because we're from Celestia, although I believe we're even outside of Celestia. We're not from Teyvat as a whole. But we use it as sort of like an not an alter ego, but you know what I mean. That's why I didn't want to change my name. I thought about changing my name from Impact to Aether, to fit the story, but then I thought maybe having a different name is more accurate to the story, and thankfully it is. I wonder if they would have stopped me from changing my name to Aether, like I'm not allowed to use that name. I always thought that, you know, the name, whatever name we choose is supposedly in the game's lore is the name, the alternate name or the alternate persona we introduce ourselves as. I wonder if Paimon does the same.
There's just one thing I have to ask. One thing I could never understand. Why? Why can't we continue our journey together?
Oh, they let us do it. Okay. Well, I guess even when you do set your name as Aether or Lumine, people in the game do not call you by. They always just call you the Traveler, you know? I guess, even though in the text bubbles they do.
At the end of my journey, I arrived at a place known as the Sea of Flowers at the end. Do you remember? A long time ago, when we traveled between worlds together, you told me you wanted to find a place in the universe where that one flower was in full bloom. To have a place like that suddenly appear before me, well, would you think of that as a coincidence?
You mean...
I miss you too, Aether. But as this war continues to rage, and as I continue to seek that final answer, I don't even know how to face myself sometimes, let alone my own brother.
Sorry, just something came to me. My bad. It's not very
Has lost
inappropriate.
its tether. I doubt it'll be able to exist much longer. In fact, aside from our inability to physically interact with each other, there's something else you should know about this space. With Kari Bear gone, we won't be able to remember anything that happened here. Everything in space will be wiped from existence, including all memory of our reunion.
You touched me. How did you touch me? Thought we were intangible, first of all. Second of all, we can remember stuff that gets deleted. We're outside this world. Yeah, they kind of just removed all consequence, or like...
Still so sleepy.
They wanted us to meet the sister, to meet the sibling, but then keep sort of... They don't want to... They want keep the build-up for the final meeting at the end of the game. So they had us meet him, but, oh, you'll forget about meeting them after you meet them. So that maybe, you know, we keep the emotional response at the end that we haven't seen them all this time. We haven't met them and talked to them all this time since we came to Devat. But the Traveler might not remember. We, the players, still do. So that's kind of silly. Maybe, Bon. That's probably true.
Oh, Paimon woke up a little earlier than you, so Paimon will fill you in. The villagers said that they saw us sleeping near the village yesterday. They couldn't wake us up no matter how hard they tried, so they decided to just bring us back here.
Whoa, what? It's an optional Archon quest. You can go from Fontaine straight to Natlan, so that they had to make it. Wouldn't impact the story somehow. I guess, but why? First of all, why make it optional? Just make it mandatory. But I understand. I thought at least it's more so that they want to keep the meeting between the siblings for the very end. You know, they want a slow burn from the beginning of the game to the end of the game. You're waiting to meet your sibling and have a heart-to-heart to talk with them, like reunite. All right. So far, we've only just seen them shortly while we were with Dainsliff, and they immediately started fighting, or we've only seen them in like seen their memories or something like that. And I guess this was another way of saying, oh, you didn't really meet them, you met them in a memory, but you'll forget. But this time we actually did have a talk with them. The Traveler might not remember, but we, the players outside the game, will. I was just more surprised at the end. Let's see.
Oh, and Dane came by just now? It looked like he was injured. He didn't say anything, though. Just made sure that you were alright and left.
Will we remember Kari Bear?
Seems like he had a lot on his mind.
I know we won't remember Lumine, but we talked to Kari Bear where he was alive. So I wonder I wonder if we will remember him, but won't remember Lumine, since by the time she came around, he was dead.
Let's think for a second. We were in that memory, and we saw that guy you called Kari Bear.
Go on, I forgot to press auto.
Villager that we've been trying to find, right?
Yes.
And after that, Paimon doesn't remember what happened.
He told me about the Loom of Fate.
Really? What a score!
Yep. The missing villager, the person who only exists in people's memories, was Kari Bear all along. But now that he's gone, I'm not sure how to explain things to the villagers. Probably tell him that he was real and he just went away or something like that. So kind of honor his wish of wanting to have at least existed in the world, or feel like he existed in the world. Yeah, that's what I think, Bond. Kind of. Maybe I'm just tired. I feel like something else happened. Why can't I remember? It almost feels like I lost something.
Ah, there you are. Sleep well?
Bayram, you sure seem happy. Did something good happen?
Something good? Huh. Wasn't anything good or bad, I'd say.
His voice lines get cut way too soon. Am I the only one? He did something like this before at the start when I first met him at the beginning of the quests. So I'd say instead of I'd say.
It's just that, well, the village organized another search party yesterday. It didn't feel right to leave all the searching to the adventurers. So there we were, searching away, when suddenly this one guy said it all came back to him. According to him, one day around dusk, he was passing by this one tree outside the village, and he saw our missing villager.
Oh?
There he was, sleeping under that tree all by himself. His parents came a little later to wake him up, and they all left together. They looked like quite a happy family, apparently.
Oh. So they...
And after that,
implanted happy
we
memories.
all started to feel like that really is what happened. Kind of strange that we forgot all about it for so long.
That was the last memory he gave them. Yeah, he gave them that last memory. I thought we would be like the ones tasked with, like, you know, telling them what happened, but I guess this works as well. Click on the 3 lines up so you can hear what he said. No, I know what he said, but here.
Something good? Huh. Wasn't anything good or bad, I'd say.
See? The say gets cut off very quickly.
Huh. Wasn't anything good or bad, I'd say.
Okay, I want this, Hoyo, I want this corrected, and I want 300 primos as like a compensation for this game-breaking error.
Oh, and we also remembered his name, Kari Bear.
Oh.
Now, that's not a name you hear every day. Would have been helpful if we remembered it sooner.
I like how they don't find it, so, like, one thing is to, like, you know, have memories implanted into you and not remember, but you would maybe get a little suspicious when everyone has, like, forgotten the same basic information about someone you supposedly love. No, like I've edited some videos, I've edited videos obviously, and that very much sounds like the audio is cut off earlier than it should be, you know. You never say you never like no one talks like oh, I don't remember what he said. It's too sudden of a stop, even if like they speak in short form or they cut off their words, It wouldn't be that instant, that sudden. There was a breath? I don't remember a breath.
Something good? Huh. Wasn't anything good or bad, I'd say.
There's no broth, no breath at the end. I'm hungry, I'm thinking about broth. That is a unique name. Make sure you remember it this time.
He's happy wherever he is, and we're all relieved now that we know what happened.
Seems like everyone thinks Kari Bear left the village. That's probably for the best. At least they have some sort of explanation now.
Dome of Fate is not complete, and no one else will try to change their memories.
Paimon wonders how Atosa's doing. Maybe we should go check on her. If she hasn't remembered like everyone else, we can tell her what happened. Paimon didn't see her in the village just now, so
I was thinking,
she's
sorry.
probably at the tree. Come on, let's go talk to her.
Okay, how do we comfort her now? Her bestest of friends just up and left. He must have implanted some special memory in her head. Or no, the letter. Yeah, the letter. I'm trying to look for the toy. Oh, I guess they only exist in the... Oh! What's that? Is that them? That's them. Yep, that's them. There it is.
Hey, Atosa, how's it going?
Oh, it's you two. I was just about to go looking for you. I wanted to thank you. I was part of the search party, so I remember what happened to Kari Bear now. Honestly, I just can't believe I forgot something so important.
Maybe he wanted you to forget him. I'm sure he would. Why would we say this? Why would we say the first one? Why would we say the first one? Why is that even an option? Now I'm curious to click it just...
It's funny, but I have this feeling he told me the same thing. I just can't seem to remember when. I guess it doesn't really matter anyway. Life is made up of a series of memories. As long as I hold on to our time together, he'll always be a part of my life. I'm just happy I got to meet him. So, who cares what happens in the future, right?
Oh, that's a new animation.
Okay, I'll admit. I'm just putting on a brave face. I was dumped, wasn't I?
Oh, no!
Otherwise, why would he just leave like that without saying goodbye? You don't need to comfort me. I'll be okay.
Will she find his letter?
It's the things we overcome that make
Or did
life
I
more
miss... Did she mention the letter and I forgot? I'm sure yeah. Series of memories as long. Yeah, no, okay. I hope he still put the letter, or maybe she like remembers reading the letter, and that's why she says she remembers it.
And you know, if he has a heart, maybe he'll come back and see me one day.
Ooh.
Anyway,
Ooh,
thanks
ooh.
for all your hard work, you two. I promised I'd help Granny Jahiet with something, so I should head back. Goodbye.
Well, that should be it, right? Everyone's lives can go back to normal now. Oh, right. Weren't you about to tell Paimon what happened after your conversation with Kari Bear?
We can't remember still.
A picture? Where'd that come from? Let
Oh.
Paimon see.
Huh? Huh? No, wait. Huh? Excusez-moi. When did he take this picture? Each other, the two of you. You must get along with each other, the two of you. Interesting. I guess he wiped this from our memories as players. We even get to keep the picture? Sorry for the voice crack. Where is it? Here. No, I want it full screen. Ah, okay, fine. This'll do. That's the end of the Archon quest. It's a fun Archon quest. It was not... I might have not been as sad because I've already, you know, gone through the mission of Kari Bear. I was feeling a bit sadder during the original mission for Kari Bear. Now it was just like talking to his ghost. So that's why I wasn't even sadder this time. It's like visiting someone's grave. You're a bit upset, but it's not as sad as when they first died.
Here you are.
Oh, the toys. Let me look. Must be Atosa who just put them here, since he couldn't have done so. That's proof of him always existing. Let's see if I can do one thing. And we can... how's his name spelled again? Kari Bert. Kari Bert. So, Kari Bert. Kari Bert. Break. There we go. So now we know where to find him when we want to come see him again. Yeah. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed the replaying through the mission with me. It was fun. And in conclusion, huh. Yeah. I'll do the new Abyss later, probably next week. For now, I need to get going. I'll see you guys next week, hopefully. I'll post the new schedule tomorrow. And Nessa, I know Nessa's not here, she's doing the watch-a-thon thing. I need to get on with making the email and having the art tag set up. Hopefully tomorrow is Sunday, I'll do all of the planning I need. But yeah. Yeah. it's a skill that I have, Bon. You know, that's how I pick up women. Yeah, I go to the bar, I like slide, I go, oh, and they just can't resist it.
Wait.
Yeah, they just pull out their emeralds and they start chasing me.
Whatever.
Maybe I play Minecraft someday, and I can do the villager sound the entire stream. I won't speak, I'll just do villager sounds for the whole stream. It's actually not a bad idea. It's actually not a terrible idea at all. Probably terrible as a viewer, but you're just gonna be going, huh, huh. I still don't know to do some sounds I don't know how to do. The one where you accept the trade, that approving sound that they do. I still cannot do that one. Definitely, I'll write it down in my ideas list. Very well then. Since that's everything, I should learn not to ramble on at the end and to end streams properly. Thank you so much for joining me today. Something like that. I'll check it out there. Yeah, I'll practice. I'll practice my villager language for the Minecraft stream. Well, thank you so very much, and hope to see you next time I stream. I really appreciate you being around.
There have been many poorly written applications lately. I guess I'll just have to reject them all.
Yes, I'll hate them. Reject them all. Don't worry about being late. Yeah, I'll see you all guys later. All right. Bye-bye.